Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to discuss and shed light on the subject of Indian occupied Kashmir as it is 5th of August today, 2020. So, I will say a few things about Indian occupied Kashmir, what's going on there, and what is the situation. When India and Pakistan were partied in 1947, it was decided few states, according to their population, they would have a fully chance and opportunity to live with India or Pakistan. So they were given the choice upon the base of the percentage of their population. So amongst all these states, Kashmir was highly majority Muslim population, approximately 90%. So somehow, because of the deception and some sort of behind the scene agendas, the Maharaja of Kashmir and some other people, they decided to invite it basically to India to take over with army. I'm talking about the partition time, 1947. So Indian army came and some, then people struggled and some part of the Kashmir they became free or in other word independent like Pakistani Kashmir. So since that time, so this matter was taken by Pakistan and India, mostly by the India in United Nations UNO, and United Nations early in 1948. After a few months of the creation of these both the two countries, United Nations from 1948 up till 1953 passed many resolutions about that the people of Kashmir, they will be given, they must be given the self determination. I mean, they should be referendum or a sort of election. People of Kashmir, they should decide which country they would like to with whether India or Pakistan. So since that day, India was refusing and was denying and was blaming Pakistan. He was not willing to give self determination to people of Kashmir. Since that day, brutalities and zulm sitam is going on there. Extrajudicial killings going on there. People they are disappeared. Asafullah Mazallah, women are being raped, children are being killed. Whoever peacefully even protest and talk about the freedom or talk about the brutalities of Indian army, they are disappeared. So this situation was going on approximately 70 years. Last year, 5th of August, suddenly Indian they suspended all basic human rights too. Although human rights, the abusiveness of human rights was going on decades and decades. Last year it was a high peak and extreme level. The violation of human rights were seen. Suddenly, 4th of August 2019, internet was disconnected, phone was disconnected, there was no connection in Kashmir at all. So, 5th of August, India announced that Kashmir, the state, it was under the constitution, under the documented constitution, Kashmir was a separate state. Indian government they demolished, they finished, they ended the Kashmir state as a state, and they brought into two pieces. They brought under the central government, Indian government, and they brought to introduce too many laws, and they put curfew there, army there on the streets, and again strongly they were killing people. They are women and children and whoever was raising voice. So they were kidnapping and they were beating them up, and abusiveness of human rights till today is on peak. So and then Indian they parted the state of Kashmir to two parts, Ladakh and Kashmir. I am talking about the since last year. This brutality and this zulm sitam and unjust is going on. So and they introduced a domicile system. It means the people of Kashmir they have to prove their citizenship through domicile, and it is a very difficult to prove, and they set many other documents too. So it will be up to the Indian government, they should approve someone citizen or not. So if someone is living for 40 years or 50 years, or their forefathers they were inhabitants or citizens of Jammu Kashmir, they have to prove they are the citizens. So it is a sort of effort. There is a long term Indian policy. They are going to do outnumber of Kashmir, and this zulm, this brutalities, this is violation of our human rights. Strong violation of our human rights was going on from 1947 till last year, and last year it is another sort of brutality, and they have finished 370 article, introduced new laws, totally barbarism, totally brutality, totally unjust, totally violation of human rights, violation of the resolution of UNO. And it is, let me explain you, it is not bilateral issue or bone of contention between two countries. It is matter of human rights. It is the unilateral issue. Unilateral issue mean it is on the agenda of the United Nations. All the rest of, like I always say, the champions of human rights and veto powers countries they have in a UNO, as they were very sharp and they passed the resolutions in relation to Iraq and Syria and Afghanistan. So why they are hesitating to pass resolution or same way they are not showing their sharpness, and they are not showing their quick actions against India because of economical interest, because of some other political agendas, political interest. But world should not do that. World should speak up. Many people in the world they do speak up, but the world government and so-called world powers, they should speak up. They should show they are equal. Otherwise, the existence of UNO, it has a question mark. So in the matter of Syria, in the matter of Afghanistan, Iraq, the world showed too quickly and killed many and millions people, and destroyed their countries too. And on the other hand, Kashmir is burning, Palestine is burning, world is doing nothing, UN is doing nothing, veto powers countries they are doing nothing, so-called superpower they are doing nothing. So I personally and my all followers strongly condemn the brutalities of Indian government and Indian army, and strongly condemn all these actions. According to United Nations, according to rule of law, and according to resolutions, the people of Kashmir, they must be given self-determination, and we encourage them. We are with the oppressed one. We are with the people of Kashmir. Strongly condemn the brutalities of Indian army. We should raise our voice if we have iman, if we are human beings. In lockdown during COVID-19, we face very much difficulties. Can we imagine? It is exactly today's full year ago. Full lockdown. Indian army is in the streets. People they don't have nothing to eat. No water, no internet for communication. We don't know what's happening there. So we should imagine and we should feel the pain, and we should feel the situation. If we are a human being, if we have our soul and heart in our chest, we should feel the pain of people of Kashmir, what type of situation they are in. All are human beings, and we should raise our voices against the against the barbarism, against the brutalities, against the unjust, and we should talk about human rights everywhere, especially in occupied Kashmir. I pray, may Allah Almighty grant freedom and peace in Kashmir and peace in the world, and may Allah Almighty guide the misguided one. And I would like to request the people of India, including me, and we are not against the people of India. They are human beings. We respect them. We are against of injustice and brutality, and we are against of violation of our human rights. This is the matter of our humans. Thank you very much. وما علينا إلا البلاغ.